Your ex would rather see you homeless than successful after she leaves you. Now, why would she want that for you? Why would she want to see you living in a cardboard box on the corner or under the freeway versus successful in a $1 million neighborhood, in a gated community, driving DeLoreans, shopping for Lambos? Why wouldn't she want that for you? It's because the one thing that women hate to live with is regret. Okay? The last thing she wants to live with is regretting the fact that she dumped you. Regretting the fact that she let you go, that she wrote you off as some chump who was gonna fail in life. You're just washed up. You're all done, right? And then, just a few months later, a couple years later, you're back, you're on your feet, you're bigger, badder, stronger than ever, richer than ever, more successful than ever, dating hotter women than ever, right? Younger, hotter than she is. That's the last thing she wants to see. She ain't gonna be happy for you. She's gonna be mad at you. She's gonna hate you. She's gonna be like, why did he do this before? How come he didn't do this when I was dating him? Like, why? Because you didn't support his ass, you bitch. You didn't support him. You were too busy being hypergamous, remember? You're too busy looking for the BBD, the bigger, better deal. You're too busy having that shiny object syndrome. You're too busy thinking the grass is greener on the other side, right? You could care less that this guy invested years of his life with you. Tried to make your relationship work. All you did was poison drip him. Throw hissy fits. Tell him he's doing this wrong. He's doing that wrong. Fighting with him. Never being feminine. Never being submissive. Instead, just constantly in his ear. Breaking his balls. Poison dripping him. That's why he didn't get it done while you were with him. You didn't support him. And now, you know what? He's successful. And he's going to get somebody way better than you. And guess what? You have to live with that. Somebody way better, way younger, and way hotter than you. She is going to benefit from all of those goodies, that lifestyle that you could have had it, but you don't. Right? You could have had it, but you didn't. You just threw them away. You let them go. And this is a story of your life. Probably let a lot of good guys go. Probably kicked a lot of guys in the balls that you shouldn't have. It's going to come back to bite you in the ass. Because this guy who you're with wanted to be with you, became a self-made millionaire, became successful, kicked him in the balls. Okay, kicked him in the balls, and guess what? Now you gotta live with it. Now you gotta live with it. Okay, and I actually did a coaching video on this very recently called Women Leave You When You Hit Rock Bottom, but then they hate it when you become successful. Why did I do that coaching video? Why? Because it's true. Because it's true. Okay, because it's true. Am I saying all women? No. Most women, yeah. Damaged women? Definitely. Okay, definitely. Definitely damaged females you've dated. These females who cannot live for the future, but live for the moment. They didn't believe in you. They didn't have faith in you. They bet against you. Oh, I love it when people bet against me, guys. Every single person who has bet against me in life, especially those ex-girlfriends, every single one of you watching who's bet against me, you've lost. You've lost. You've come up snake eyes because I've won. Right? Just as you guys have. And just as you guys will. If you're in a relationship like this now, where the girl's about to kick you to the curb, no matter what you try to do to save it, can't do anything right. Right? She continues to just sabotage your relationship. It's like the harder you try, the harder she makes it for you. The more you try to please her, the more she runs away. That's what we call damaged females, guys. These are the type of chicks who can never hang on to a guy. These are the type of chicks who will forever be single, living alone with cats, and then spending their days in my YouTube comments section hating on me, like throwing shade and dropping hater comments. So, just understand that, guys. Your ex does not want to see you successful. She doesn't want to see you out there replacing her with a much finer woman, a much younger woman, a much more higher caliber one. She don't want to see that. She'd rather see you homeless. She'd rather see you as the guy that she dumped that she wrote off, thought was all washed up, never gonna do anything with his life. She wants to run off with that fantasy in her head so she could feel confirmed in the fact that she dumped you, so she doesn't have to live with any regret. So it's her worst nightmare. It is like literally her worst nightmare. When you come back and rise from the ashes like the rising phoenix and prove her wrong. And prove everybody wrong. And make everybody eat crow. And you know what? You have the right to do that. When you become successful and you get results and you just come back from the grave like that, you have the right to do victory laps and just wave that number 1 in everyone's face. Rub their faces in it. Rub their faces in that crow. Okay, you have the right to do that when you succeed, because it ain't easy. Okay, it ain't easy to go out there and come from, you know, like literally come from near death to basically the top. To go from like the bottom to the top, to turn it around in such a short time. That ain't easy. That takes a lot of work, takes a lot of risk taking, it takes a lot of betting on yourself, it takes a lot of gambling, it takes just insane amounts of faith in yourself, skill, sacrifice. Like to build my business, man, I had to lock myself in my place for years. Like at least 3, yeah, it was like at least 3 years I was locked up in my place, just trying to get traction on my business, trying to make it work until it finally started working. You know, while everybody else was out there partying and living their lives, I just planted myself and I was like, I ain't leaving until I make this work. And I got down to my last $500 and I turned it around. I turned it around. And now I am where I am today. Successful entrepreneur. Have a successful YouTube channel. I've acquired other successful businesses now. Doing great. Doing great. Can't complain. Dating younger, beautiful women. What can I say? Right? And those exes who bet against me and everybody else who bet against me now has to eat crow, right? They have to eat crow. And I don't mind rubbing it in. My thought process is like that, right? It's like naturally when you're a competitor and you've played competitive sports your entire life growing up, you know, when you lose, hey, you lose gracefully, right? Like when I was competing for and I lost, or I was down in the dumps, my business wasn't doing well, or, you know, I was just at a low point in life. I wasn't out there like pumping my chest and beating my chest or anything like that or doing victory laps. No, I took the L. I took the L and I'm like, yeah, I got to get my shit together. You got it. Yeah, yep. You know, or if I was in a game, because I played football my entire life and I was quarterback. So when we lose the game, I'd take responsibility for that. And I'd be like, hey, we blew it. We lost. I'd shake hands with the other team. I'd give them their due. I would give them their due. I'm like, you guys did better than us. We sucked today. You guys were the better team. Congratulations. I would give it to them and I'd take the L. Humbly and with humility, I take the L when I lose. But when I win, guess what? I'm going to shove it in your face, son, if you bet against me. Right? If you didn't bet against me and you support me, of course, I'm going to be like, yeah, come along for the ride, son. Come along in my DeLorean over here. Right? And this was a car that I often dreamed about with a couple of my ex-girlfriends that I dated. Like that was part of we had like our list of dream cars, and this was one of them. Top-down Mercedes was one of them that I already had. Corvette Stingray, 60s muscle car Corvette Stingray was one of them. I had that car. Already got that car. So yeah, I've done pretty well, and I've proven myself, and I don't mind doing the victory lap and waving the number 1. Don't mind doing it. Like I said, when I lose, I'll take the L, and I'll admit it. When I win, I'm going to shove it in your face if you bet against me, as you should, because that's what competitors do, you know, and that's how you learn ultimately, right? You bet against somebody and you're wrong, you got to take the L. That's part of having humility as well. You got to take the L. That's part of the fun of competing. But in any case, your ex does not want to see you succeed, guys. She doesn't want to see you becoming a champion, becoming a winner. She wants to see you fail. She wants to see you become a loser. Right? She just wants to see you continue to sink more and more after she dumps you. And in a very twisted way, it makes her and the new guy she moved on with, or the other guy she monkey branched to, it makes her feel even better about their relationship. It makes her feel even more tingly inside. But once you become successful and you defy the odds, and she finds out about it, that's when she's like, what? You know, and it just like exalts that feeling right out of her, right? It pulls the rug out from underneath her to where she can no longer have that joy. She can't experience that joy, that tingly feeling anymore, because she realizes she just let go of the winning lottery ticket, which was you. She had the winning lotto numbers in her hands, and she was like, whoosh, just tossed those numbers. And I mentioned this, I had an ex who did that, a couple exes who just left me for dead, thinking I was done. One even said I was washed up. I was like, wow, you really believe that? Even though I was hurt, I never believed that for a second. I was like, okay, you don't know me that well, right? I'm like, you don't know me. You obviously don't know me. You should not bet against me. And I remember, even as hurt as I was at where she was dumping me, I was like, you're gonna regret dumping me. You're gonna regret betting against me. She's like, no, I don't think so. You're washed up. You're done. You're done. And she lived to regret it. Now, I got the lifestyle. I've done well for myself. I've come back from the grave, rised from the ashes, got a killer business, hundreds of thousands of followers around the world. I have other businesses I've acquired, I have my dream cars. I mean, dating much younger, much hotter women. I'm closer to my family. I mean, I have options that I didn't have before, financial resources I didn't have before, and success that I've never experienced before. And for her, she's moved on to become a single mother with 2 kids from 2 different fathers. So you could see how karma does work, right? Because now she's actually washed up and she's done, and I'm still crushing it. And this is even like 15 years later. I'm still here, still crushing it, still making things happen. Best revenge for your ex-girlfriend who wants to see you homeless, wants to see you failing in life, wants to see you just losing and sinking in life like the Titanic, is to turn it around on her and become successful, become a winner, become the champion that you know you are. And then once you do, you have the right to gloat, you have the right to brag, you have the right to shove it in her face if you want to. Right? Now you could do that through social media. It's pretty easy. Your ex-girlfriend will probably stalk you online at some point. I mean, statistically, most of the searches are like ex-girlfriends stalking their ex-boyfriends, at least when it comes to relationships. I read that statistic somewhere. It's crazy. Like how many ex-girlfriends are like using time at their work and using their computers at work to stalk their ex-boyfriends to see what they're up to. Why do you think they're doing that? Why do you think they even have that statistics? The reason why the girl is doing that is because she wants to reconfirm that she dumped a loser, a failure, somebody who's never going to win in life. She wants to reconfirm that. And then when she sees, shit, this guy's kicking ass, he's crushing it, he's big time, that's when she's like, oh my God, what? What? No, no, no. He was supposed to lose. He was supposed to fail. Wait, what? Now I'm dating. I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids, 2 different fathers. No, he's supposed to be failing too. That's when you'll be like, oh my gosh. And that's when you'll get your due. That's when you'll get your due. With that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Do not forget to destroy that like button below. I want you to destroy it, guys. Please destroy that like button for me. Do it for the DeLorean. Do it for Cash and Gizmo. Just destroy that like button. Do it now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, especially because they don't like me doing coaching videos like this. They don't want to promote me anymore. So I need you guys to help me out. And the way you can help me out is by subscribing to my channel. Okay, it's free, it doesn't cost anything. So hit that subscribe button right now so you could get more free, high value content from me at no cost just by being a subscriber of the 33 Secrets. And for you guys who want to support my work and all this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I am teaching you on the YouTube even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the hottest, youngest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making this happen every single week, regardless of what racial division is going on in the world, kind of virus is going on in the world. It doesn't matter. We are continuing to live our lives and making things happen 24/7, 365 days a year, all around the world, in all 4 corners of the world. And I want you to join my tribe. I want you to join our crew. I want you to become one of us. And the way you do that is by jumping into 7 Months of Mastery. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of mastery coaching lessons from me. And all you need to do to get signed up is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.